How you all doing out there? Dax79 reviews here. Going to be opening up another parcel. Got a few larger parcels I've got to get through. So let's start with this one today. There we go. First off, has it been tampered with? These are the ones that have usually been opened by customs. They must be loving me at the moment. Right, so no. Oh, it's crushed. Had a bit of an impact en route, eh? Gutted, eh? Look at that. Let's see if it's okay. So this is a waxing kit. And I hear you saying, why do you need a waxing kit? I'm far from someone who's got lots of hair. Well, I'll show you. Now, as you can see, here's the wax. As you can see, it's lots of little balls. See? And you got your waxing sticks here. And you've got your, so you got your wax pot here. And there's where your wax will heat up. So here you're saying, Dax79, Cosplay, what are you going to use a hair waxing kit for? Well, I use this other stuff. There's this here, this here. This is what I use mostly. This is the same as this. This is polymorphine. It's a thermoplastic like warbler. This is actually made by Warbler, this one. This is a transparent warbler, sort of polymorph. This here is the standard stuff. This is what cosplayers use to hide lights in. A good example is if I put lights inside this. So I could make a crystal for a staff with this. We'll put some Christmas tree lights in with it. So when you turn them on, it glows. But this stuff, you need to heat it up to be able to use it. So if I just get I'll get a little pot of it. I don't want to use too much for a demo because it gets a bit expensive, cosplay. In the little booklet, let's have a little look. For people wanting to use it as a hair waxer, here's the instructions. Give it a little look. Feel free to just pause the pages and have a little read. And there you go. Excellent. So, with these little kits, got your temperature here, got a little ball here, and it also comes out. And let's plug it in. So I'm a cosplayer, so I'm going to now turn it on. And I've got here my polymorphine. So you've got to put it on 180 for now, just to do a test. And put a little lid on it to one thing I've learnt with these sort of things, always put the steam holes on the back, so when you're reaching over, you don't get burnt on your wrists. It's the same as cooking pans. So on the front here, you can see you've got a little red light. I don't know if that red light's going to turn off once it's at heat, at temperature, or it's going to change colour. Now it's not flashing, that's just the frames per second on my mobile device. So there you go. So let's try and put some polymorphine and see if it works. See, right, see that? Little handle there's. Yeah, needs something to, this little handle's pretty rubbish actually. It's almost turned to goo. The other way of making polymorph moldable is by getting boiling water, putting the beads in, mixing it up until it turns into a blob, take it out and mold it with your hands. But I'm thinking if I'm doing a bigger project and I want it on hand, quick and easy, if I have this thing on the side set up with some polymorph in there, like so. Let's have a little talk of, while it's heating up the polymorph, let's have a little look at the machine itself. So you can hold it, you can put your hands on it, it doesn't get too hot. So that's good. It's a nice little pot. Other people can use this in the household. I'm going to use it for art purposes, but you get your polymorph. The good thing about polymorph is you can then grab it. So you've got a project, or you've got a little. Let's put that back in there. Just say you got a project. And there's a little crystal that's been found. There's a crystal been found. So you've made a little crystal, and then basically you see the batteries are dead now. Oh well, but as you can see, you can make something. So you can make it, and now go solid. It'll glow. It's great stuff. So, see, if you let that dry, it'll go really hard. So it's great for cosplay. So you can make things, like crystals and stuff, put lights in them, which is great. So this little container would be good for heating it up by bulk when I'm doing a large project. And then I'll just turn it off. The thing about this will be, if I turn it off, right, there you go. So it has got this little handle for taking it out, which is quite useless really. So then you can leave it to decide to go cold. Go there. You see it's going really hard now. Look. Put that in with the other polymorph. So once this has gone all solid, you see, it'll just peel off. So that's what I'm going to use this wax heater for. When I've got a project going where I need a lot of polymorph, I can put a load in there and leave it sort of bubbling away, as it were. And then I can just grab, when it's got loads in there, you see, I'll be able to just grab a handful of it, use it as, and then just put the lid on. And just keep the temperature low enough just to keep it like wax. Just keep it, don't cook it, and that's what's so good about these little things. So from a reviewing point of view, as a cosplay tool, I'm going to give this a good 5 out of 5. Well, no, actually, I'm going to give it a 4. It works well, but this little handle is really bad for the little container. The thing is, because it gets really hot, you really need a sturdy handle. And what you could do with, actually, because it rotates like this. If you're obviously working with waxes and stuff and you're moving it around, you need something to hold this into place while you're working. It has got this little metal bar. I'm guessing that's what this is for, but everything gets a bit warm in there. You automatically try and hold the handle when you're doing it, but it's far too fragile. In fact, the heat in there has already warped this. So the actual heat of the machine has warped the handle, so it doesn't fit in anymore. I mean, it does have a little clicker. See, it's back in again now. It's not fantastic. 4 out of 5 due to the little handle inside being rubbish and having nothing to really hold on when you're working. But the rest of it, absolutely great. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. If you're doing a big project polymorph, get one of these. You can heat up a big bulk of it, have a big pot of it, just put your hands in and turn things into stuff. Or you can use what it's made for and put some wax in it and wax your legs and your armpits and whatever else is hella hairy. Right, that's Dax79 Reviews, out.